My pappy said, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
You're listening to Fun Oldies, 100.9 FM and AM 1450. Welcome to the fastest hour in radio, All About Cars. Brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott with your host, David Don't Call Me Dave Spence and Big Mike Hill.
All right, Mr. Mike, you were telling me that there aren't that many cars with manuals. Here's some more. How about a Subaru WRX STI? It's only available as a manual.
It's a sports car.
Only available as a manual. I told you about the Volkswagen Golf R. Only available as a manual. Mazda as Speed 3. And down here, we've also got a couple of things. I'm skipping the real sports cars. Ford Focus ST and Fiesta ST, manual-only vehicles.
Really?
Yes.
So the Focus and the Fiesta.
Yep.
See, those would fall into the category I think that she was looking for.
Mini John Cooper Works GP, only a manual car. Also, if you want a Fiat 500 Abarth, which makes that little Fiat kind of cute, besides peppy, that's only a manual.
What about the four-door version of it, of the Fiat? Do you know if that comes?
Don't know if the four-door does. I know the Abarth version comes in it.
Nice.
And, of course, you can get the Camaro Z28, which is new.
Right.
Manual only. It's the only way it's going to
Muscle
come.
car.
Honda Civic Si.
Okay.
There's a
another
perfect one for what she's looking at. An Acura ILX 2.4, only manual, four-door sedan.
How do you like those Acuras, David?
Acuras are pretty decent cars. You know, it's a high-end Honda, but it's a pretty darn nice car.
It is. It is. And you know, the nice thing about the high-end Hondas and the Nissans, they're not priced out of this world like the high-end Toyota.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's very pricey. So, Mr. Mikey, there are some things available. There actually are some things to go look at for people that are manual. And you know me, I don't buy anything but manual cars unless we're going to deliver flowers. Then it's easier.
Speaking of buying cars, David, I want to show you this picture.
Yes.
Isn't that a beautiful car?
What'd you buy it?
That is my daughter's new car.
Oh, that's the one she was trying to get.
She went and bought a 2014 Charger, black on black.
Nice.
Down in my buddy Chris Knob down at Bill Luke took care of her, and gotta appreciate that. But I tell you, Melanie worked really hard to put together the money and the opportunity to do that. So
did she sell the used car she was trying to sell?
She used her car the proper way, got what she needed to do.
Was it a trade-in or did she actually sell it?
It wound up being a trade-in for the value that she was willing to sell it for. So it worked out perfect.
So it worked to be a little pushy with the dealer.
Mm-hmm. Well,
no, I'm being serious now. We're talking to the people out here that they're wanting to know, how did she actually get that down? Because I remember you and I talking about that car.
She did what every smart 26-year-old girl does.
What?
She said, Dad, can you call down there and see what you can do?
Oh, so she had the car dealer call the car dealer and talk him into it.
And I called, and I just we made it work. And I got to tell you, like I said, Chris Knob and Bill Luke took good care of my daughter, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
You know, and I'm just my real point is I'm really proud of her, and she's got a really beautiful car. Her sister helped her with it. Now she's got a nice car too. Everybody's happy, and the world's good.
Well, the world's good. Well, I got something else to tell you about.
At least their cars aren't made of wood.
Yeah, but wood is useful. Now you got to think about this. You think about all these people restoring cars out there, and all these people with hot rods, and guess what? Some of those people got wood in the car. And then, of course, if you got your Rolls Royce you're restoring, what do you think you got in the car? You got wood, don't you?
True.
Okay, so you got high-end cars that build with wood, and you got all these classics and hot rods that may have wood in them. And guess what? There is a really cool series of articles being done right now in Skin Knuckles, which we've talked about before.
Yes.
And they're telling you everything about what tools you need, what wood to use, how to do the joints, how to cut the stuff, how to plane the stuff. It's a really good series if you want to know exactly how to work on wood. And what's so good about that is because car guys, a lot of the times now, we know everything else, but we don't know how to do that.
So it actually goes into the different kind of woods and which ones are stronger, durable, looks, smell, texture, all of that.
It goes through all of it. This is a true in-depth series they're doing. This isn't like somebody wrote 2 pages and said a few things to you, and when you're done, you go, oh, okay, I know an overview. No, you actually know how to do this.
Excellent.
if you followed this particular series. So if you had anything in a car that you wanted to do with wood, you really want to get Skin Knuckles magazine. And no, they're not an advertiser, but you need to look them up on the web. It's very reasonable. Get it for a year. You actually get this series. It's a worthwhile series to get.
Now is that the first of that series?
This is the second one. Okay? The preceding issue before May has the first of the series. I know you can get back issues from them.
Right.
You can get those on the web also. And so it's not a problem to get the first one. The issues are only $3.50 a piece.
Nice.
I mean, this is a hell of a deal. Now, you're not going to get them electronically. They do real printing still. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
And so you can actually have the real printing. You could walk out to your garage and you could say, oh, gee, what the heck did he say about that? And you could look it up instead of having to get the computer all greasy.
So you can actually catalog them and keep them.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Excellent.
I would. I'd punch the darn things and keep them
Now,
because they're that good.
do they have a website?
Yeah, they have a website.
And what's their web address?
You know, I think it's just www.skinknuckles.com, but let me just check to make sure that I'm right about it.
You had the opportunity to meet with somebody from Skin Knuckles, didn't you?
Yeah, I've met Neil Mencken, and I'm supposed to be giving him a call probably, in the next few days. He wants to be able to do some segments on the show, and he may be in person with us talking about stuff. And the interesting thing about Neil is Jay Leno hangs with Neil. It's not the other way around. It's Jay Leno hangs with Neil to learn all the cool stuff for his old cars.
Nice. Well, we may have to get both of them on here. It looks like it's www.skinnedknuckles.net.
Yes, it is .net. I just got that up here to look at.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff.
So I would get that if I was thinking about anything wood in a car. You want that series to look at.
But this Skin Knuckles isn't just a technical pamphlet. There's other stuff, editorial opinions, stories, what is that word?
Antiquated.
No, not antiquated. That's not the word.
Are you
That's
trying to
why
say
you're using
antiquarian knowledge?
No, not antiquated.
What's he
Nobody
throwing
cares
at
about
us?
horses.
Anti-knowledge words.
It is
Anecdotes.
Yes,
Oh.
anecdotes, yeah. A lot of history stuff.
You guys were nowhere near me on that.
That's because he's saying antiquarian or something
You
close
guys are
to
looking
that.
for Aquaman and
Ant farm. I'm
That's
lost.
because we think normal. He doesn't.
David, have you been out to see Miss Erin out at the hair lair? Speaking of Aquaman,
I saw her the other day, and she said I needed a haircut, which she's actually right about. I don't know when I'm going to get time to do it. It's really busy right now.
I know when you're going to have time. Next Saturday morning, I'm going to try to get her to come in here. Since you're here, you're sitting. Get her to cut your hair while we do the show. I think it'll be awesome.
That would be an
We
interesting
could get a
thing to do.
twofer. I will also get a haircut.
You will also as well too.
Also as well.
Hey,
Perfect.
now you see, Erin's going to have a lot of business if she comes here.
Erin from the hair lair will come here, and she will have to cut hair next week.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it is now. Now that she's made a commitment, I'll let her know she has an appointment. Let's see, what other sponsors can we get to come in here and do something? We'll get Chino Glass to replace the glass between the sound booths in the middle of the show.
That would be unique. It's slightly loud, though, I have a feeling. I hope they don't break anything.
And then we can get
It could be
Mil-
a shattering experience.
Yeah, it could be. We can get
That's supposed to be bad. That's why I said it.
we can get Dr. Bauer from Bauer Dental to come and do a root canal on Scott during the show.
That
root
would
canal.
be amazing.
Hey, now you're talking about this. I figured out something.
Uh-oh.
And I mean this seriously.
Yes.
I now know why Chumley on Pawn Stars has awesome teeth.
They're fake.
I seriously think he's got veneers. I found out about this yesterday. Now, maybe I'm the last person to know, but you can get veneers for your teeth. And they
Yes.
do them in about a 3-hour deal if you go into the right office.
Yes.
Isn't that just shocking? I think
No.
it's shocking. And they're permanent. So I'm wondering, what the heck? Why is everybody whitening their teeth? You can go get them redone.
I'm going to get you some information on it from Bauer Dental Care.
Do they do it there?
If he doesn't, there's a reason, and if he does, he's probably the best.
Well, I'm actually seriously would like to know, Mr. Mike,
Well, I will seriously find out.
because I was really impressed because I wondered how the hell he had such white teeth. It shamed me into the idea I had to start whitening my teeth. I have been whitening my teeth, but that really bothered me. It's not that I don't like Chumley, but my God, the guy's teeth are perfect.
Yeah. I know. You look at Chumley, then he smiles, and it's like, what? What?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on here?
Although
happened?
I think he's probably the smartest guy on that show.
You know what? He's got to be.
Just like Scott.
could be.
Just like Scott. Scott's our
Oh,
Chumley.
man. You don't even want to go
Scott
there.
Chumley Wild.
Speaking of Vegas, have we missed the SEMA show yet?
Mr. Mikey.
I don't know.
Mr. Mikey.
I want to go. Can
Actually,
you guys get me into SEMA? Let's go to SEMA this
I was
year.
going to
and
ask
do
you if you
some-
could get us in. We'll do a live show from there.
That's what I'm saying.
I
that
think
would
it'll work
actually
out
be
great.
good. We probably could get into it. The 2014 SEMA show takes place November 4th.
That's what I was
we
saying.
got a
It's
little
late
while to
year.
plan.
No, that's perfect. We can make reservations.
I want to. I think we should do a live show from SEMA.
That would be a really interesting thing. We should check into the fact we seriously should be able to do it. And there's so damn much stuff there. We could do all the shows for 1 year over the weekend.
Easily.
I tell you, you know what's really scary, guys? Look at the clock.
Yeah, no. I
Did
know.
it again?
It's almost over. We've got to figure out a way to get more time.
I
Start
know,
at 3
it's
o'clock in the
amazing.
morning and then go to
Or we'll
7.
just raid the Wild Hussy show.
You realize we didn't even get to half the stack of material I could have given
I
you.
know we and I feel like we're just getting started. What do you think, Scott? Can we just take over the Wild Hussy show? Just like pirates.
I think we got them outnumbered.
Unfortunately, one of ours plays for both teams.
Right.
Yeah, that's a downside.
That's where the bigger paychecks come in.
There you
So, and I
go.
played this one again for David since he liked it the last time.
I do
We'll,
like
David
rock,
loves this.
We'll rock on out with this one.
Yeah.
Scott, do your famous voice of God outro for us. Tell them who we are, where we are, and who sent us.
All right, you've been listening to the fastest hour in radio on AM 1450, FM 100.9. This is All About Cars. It's brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, Big Mike. Another great show, and I can't wait to do it again next week.
See you
Thank
next
you,
week.
Scott.
No